Hey y'all, how everyone doing? Happy birthday to you. Y'all, I want to get into my reaction in the Combs trial. A woman who is only being referred to as Neil, who used to work as Sean Diddy Combs' personal assistant for several years. She returned back to the stand, okay? Today, she was cross-examined after accusing Combs of assaulting her on multiple occasions. Okay, what happened was that the defense repeatedly asked Mill why she stayed with Combs despite the alleged assault she said she endured. Now, because when he was happy, she said, I was safe, she told the court. And then also you had Sylvia again. She, an area director of sales and marketing at the Belvedere Hill Hotel, also took the stand. And the prosecutor said they would start tomorrow off by calling a name Eddie Graces. Graces worked as a security supervisor at the Los Angeles hotel where Combs was filmed attacking Cassie. Woo! So that's gonna be hot, y'all. That's gonna be awesome. We're gonna be something else tomorrow. Now, what we got to realize right now that Combs is facing 5 criminal counts. 1 count of racketeering, conspiracy. 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. Okay. So it's a lot gonna happen to tomorrow. But tomorrow, the testimony today, I don't think that nobody will be returning to be returning tomorrow. Okay. Now, y'all, Sylvia told the jury that Sean Combs used the laces Phil Hines and Frank Black for hotel reservation. Now it's getting hot, y'all. It's getting hot. It's getting close to the RICO. It's getting closer and closer to the RICO. I think I told y'all that what the prosecutors are smart. They don't have him in court for nothing, okay? The witnesses said that she has no choice but to testify against Combs because she doesn't want her younger female love wants to return a blind eye or issue of assault. Because she was saying that if she can't look at her niece or goddaughters in the eyes in the future if they happen to be in this situation. So this is good that a lot of females are taking this stand, but I'm gonna let y'all, we're gonna watch this video, but hopefully that it's gonna be some males take the stand on behalf of Diddy, because Diddy, was into the males as well as the female. And I'm glad that the females are being strong, y'all. To go up there and take that stand like Neil did. Man, this is kind of hard. I mean, everybody looking at you and you telling your business. So I can feel those witnesses, especially the female witnesses who take to stand. Okay. The prosecutor also asked Mia if she has ever been able to speak about her allegations that Combs assaulted her without looking down. Because they noticed that in front of Diddy in the courthouse, Mill looks down. She don't look up. But I wish she would look up and look that man in his eyes. She don't have nothing to be afraid of, because he gonna do some time. Now, no, she said no, it's the worst thing I have ever had to talk about in my life. Okay. Then she was redirected. And so we're going to get into young lady that I've been following with on the trial. So we're going to listen to what she has to say. Okay, and then also y'all, my favorite man, Brian Steele. I know he on the defense side. He revisited Mill's prior testimony of the violence she said she endured while working for Cone, noting that in 14 years, all she ever wrote about Combs were statement uh, admiration. Mill testified that there was a time when Cone slammed a door on her arm and continued to apply pressure. I just don't understand that part. I just don't understand. How is Cone dealing with all these women at one time? How is he? Phew. Okay, so she was saying they sometimes he slammed her hand arm in the door with pressure, leaving her bruises. This She said that her only interaction with Cone human resources was for them to enforce a punishment he wanted it. I just don't understand. Why would anybody want to work with a person like this? Jeez. He left scars on these women. I wonder why these women, if he dealt with Mill, if he dealt with what's the other woman? I can't remember all these names, y'all. Um, if he dealing with all these women, how is he dealing with everybody at one time? Still recall her prior testimony saying that she was scared of being unalive, asking Mill if there were times she felt she could die at Holmes' hand. And Mill told the court that he had threatened her, like physically assaulted her. I can't. Okay, y'all. I feel sorry for these women. I really do. And it's amazing. Y'all got to understand back then, like I said, you got to do what you got to do to try to make it. And Combs, you're going to go down. I'm sorry. You're going to go down. You're going to go down. And I think they let put uh, Cassie as the starter. But let's look at this video, y'all. Let's check this video out. But I really do feel soft for the women that take that stand. Y'all, sometimes if you ain't never been in a situation like this, it's not easy to get out. It's not easy to get out when you're afraid. So we don't know how those women felt, but we're gonna take a look at this. Let's take a look at this video. I've been following this young lady right here with the trial. Let's take a look at her. Mm, mm, mm. We got to have some men's up on that stand defending these women's. Because the women's doing a good job. Okay, y'all, here we go. I've been following her. I like her because she expressed herself. Let me move this so y'all can see.
In New York City to cut through the noise and let us know what you've seen to start the week in court. Katrina, hi.
Hi, Reed. Great to join you. So Mia is still on the stand. This is a former employee of Sean Combs who's going by a pseudonym to protect herself. And she's been undergoing cross-examination, which started on Friday, Reed. What the defense is trying to do is both poke holes in Mia's story, but also who is a star witness in this case. The two are very close and work together for Sean Combs. But the defense has gone to such an extreme, the prosecution says, that they actually feel that some of this questioning has bordered on harassment. So they made a proclamation to the judge. They wanted to get it on the record that they actually think some of this has become prejudicial harassment, and they are worried that this could both add to Mia's discussion, there's been a lot more scrutiny of the way that Brian Steele, Combs' attorney, is cross-examining Mia. Something else that was a bit interesting that came up is that the attorney that Mia secured originally, Brian Steele, Combs' attorney, said that it was 4 days after that attorney, Sean Crowley, got a settlement, and it didn't come out in court, but that settlement that was being referred to was from this very courthouse, and it was the E. Jean Carroll settlement of $83 million against now President Donald Trump. So there continue to be sort of interesting parallels between these two cases, and it's something that they're trying to bring up more clearly to the jury after lunch, but the parties are still discussing it.
We're looking at some of those courthouse sketches in some video that we've been playing, and one of them shows Sean Combs, a rendering of Sean Combs, with a screen that says, "Merry Christmas, I love you so much." Are they digging into the messages that were sent to this disgraced entertainment mogul from Mia and others?
Absolutely, Reed. So a lot of the cross-examination has been going through her Instagram posts, her text messages to Sean Combs, and showing that there seemed to be a very loving relationship between the two of them, at least on the surface. There's birthday messages, Christmas messages, messages that she wrote to Combs when people died, including his wife. She's always writing, "I love you," and very positive things. So the defense has been trying to say, if you say this man sexually assaulted you, you say trauma. What she said on the stand is that she was brainwashed, for one. She also says that she was terrified, she was ashamed, she never wanted to share this information with anyone. She has said twice on the stand that she planned to die with these stories. Because another thing they brought up is why she didn't tell anyone, why she didn't tell friends or family. In fact, it appears that until about June of 2024, when she told the government about her sexual assault allegations against Sean Combs, she had never told anyone outside of her therapist and her attorney.
Yeah, this. But y'all, okay, so that's what happened today, y'all. And my thought behind this is when did Diddy stop? How did he stop being the way that he is, to be with Jennifer Lopez and to jump in the other relationship with all the other girls? How did it stop? You know what I mean? When did he stop? How did he stop? Because he don't went from Cassie to this girl, to this girl, to this girl. But he's not. To me, he wasn't into girls. He was into men. I don't know. I don't know what Diddy was doing. I really don't know, y'all. I really don't know. But I can now feel. I can now not feel. I can now see prosecutors demonstrating federal is crimes. I see them coming toward it now. Because these women is doing a good job, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about. It's amazing how a person can brainwash you. Diddy has brainwashed. Where are the men's that he brainwashed? Or was the men's only used for freakouts? You know what I mean? So you got to pay attention closely to this case, because the women was brainwashed. If you do this, I'm gonna tell this. But it got to be some videos out there with Diddy in situations. So that's how Mill felt that she has been brainwashed, and then she explained that on the stands. Okay, y'all. And also I want to leave y'all with this with Mill. Mill was saying that she was constantly seeking Comb approval. I can't understand. How did then I'm gonna let y'all go. Okay, I'm listening to the ladies that stand. I know this was back in 2009, 2017. When did this man, how did this man change from being, oh, Diddy, being so, controlling, and, back in 2009, I could see it happen in 2009, y'all. But how did he come out of that in 2000 after 2017? How did he come out of there being oh Diddy, I love you, Diddy, and hug and buy a gift for women like that? How did he come out to be a good man? He turned out from a mean man to bad boys to good boys. How did he change? How did he change from that? Now he about to go to jail. So it's a lot going on. I wish these men would take a stand. I bet they in 2009, 2017. Diddy got a lot of racketeering on him. Okay, now he's 55 years old and about to go to jail, allegedly. 55 and arrested, and he was arrested since last year, y'all, in charge with sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. How did he go? How did Diddy? See, back in the days, y'all, like I said, let y'all go. Back in the days, I used to thought he was a pimp. I used to thought that Diddy was a pimp. I didn't care for Diddy. I never cared for Diddy back in the day. I always thought that Suge Knight was a crook. I always thought that why is Tupac with Diddy? Not Diddy. I always wondered why was Tupac with Suge Knight? I thought Suge Knight and Diddy was friends. I thought they was buddies, but it seemed like they were. Diddy said he's not guilty. So far, listening to what Mill and Cassie saying, transportation is involved, sex trafficking was involved, prostitution was involved. And he had more ex-girlfriend than anybody. And they also said that Mills said she spoke to Cassie around the time of her bombshell back in 2023 lawsuit, in which she accused Combs of sex trafficking and abuse. Mill never mentioned to Cassie that Combs had also allegedly assaulted her. So Combs was doing every woman like that he met. Gosh, he going behind Cassie. I see why him and Cassie not getting along, because he cheating on Cassie with the other one. Mill didn't want nobody to know, y'all, that she was ashamed that she was going behind Cassie as usual. Some of the things I feel sorry for these women, y'all. I really do feel sorry for these women because they were brainwashed. But some of these things that these women is saying, y'all, is consensual to me. They didn't have to stay in this. They didn't have to. They could have found a way to get out of this. I mean, she going behind Cassie back. Wow. Hey. Kind of man is Diddy? What kind of man is he? And if she a survivor, why did it take her so long? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. I don't know what this trial here. I mean, it is just so heavy. She cheated on these girls. These women is going behind Cassie back, fooling around with Diddy. Y'all don't know how this trial gonna go. I really don't. I really don't. I hear it. I hear it. Everything, but I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Cause this thing is wild. This thing is wild. It seems like they took Cassie lawsuit to start off in with the prosecution. Diddy got them, boy. Diddy played them. I just don't know, y'all. And you know, I know I'm gonna let y'all go. And you know who I think about, y'all, in this case right here? You know who I think about? You know who face I really look at? I look at Diddy Kid's face. I look at how he went from 2009, 2005, gotta go back further than that, to 2017, 23, to change. How he changed to be so good. Cause what's the name was so crazy about him? Jennifer Lopez. We need Jennifer Lopez to understand. Will she take the stand? Will some of the men who was abused in this situation take the stand? Is this about abuse or is this about I don't understand how they doing this, y'all. I just don't understand. It's a lot about this case that I don't understand. I know this, but I'm gonna tell you something about the prosecutors and the feds. They found a federal case on him. They prosecutor has to have federal. It's the feds in here because we wouldn't be here. Somebody gonna get up there and tell him. But y'all got to understand, and then I know I said I'm gonna let y'all go. This is what we got to understand about what's going on right here, y'all. Is what we got to realize and understand what's going on at this point is if Diddy did this, who else bigger that Diddy is working under, beneath? Who is Diddy working for? See, y'all got to understand, if Diddy working and control his enterprise, who are the employees that working with Diddy? Diddy ain't doing this by himself, y'all. Diddy is not doing this by himself. Where are we going with this case? If we go to another place in this case, it's going to stand a lot of people, including the president, out. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is Diddy can't do all of this by himself. Somebody else is controlling the power over Diddy. So I wonder if Diddy goes down, will he take these other people down with him? You get what I mean? Will he take the other people down with him? Cause y'all, it got to be more than Diddy. It got to be an enterprise. This is an enterprise. One man can't do this alone. So we got a long way with this trial, y'all. We may be going to next year with this RICO. We may be going a year after that with this Rico because I see what the prosecutors are doing. This man, and I'm not taking up for Diddy. I wouldn't dare take up for Diddy. Got more power than the little people beneath him. Y'all got to understand that the music industry, got people powerful than Diddy. Diddy is working below other people. That's why you have cameras. That's why you have cameras, video. He video everything that he does because he have to report it. That's his alibi. Diddy ain't alone, y'all. Diddy is not alone in this situation. Diddy is a small person that cowardly mistreat women. And he the little person. He is the little man that people attacking. But Diddy I don't know, will he take the stand? Will he testify? Well, he don't need to because he got some attorneys. But if he need to, I wonder will he take the stand? Because y'all, if you're gonna call this an enterprise, who's over Diddy? If Diddy talks, you got to remember things can happen to his family. See, Mama's sitting there looking cute with her wigs on. Mama wearing all them different wigs, playing games with her son. And I don't like this. See, Diddy ain't as powerful than people think he is. He's not as powerful than he think he is. He wants to be. But it's somebody powerful than Diddy. That's why when Diddy said he was gonna sue the liquor company, that's why he locked up. They're gonna let Diddy know you ain't got enough power over us, man. You crazy. We're Italian. So y'all gotta realize that Diddy is not gonna, if Diddy talks, he can help. If Diddy talks, but you think he gonna put his family in this situation? He got about 6 or 7 children. Y'all, things that we're not seeing behind the scene where the jurors, they looking at texts. It's like they saw text messages back in 2019. That's when I retired, back in 2019. Well, Mia wrote to Cone. Mia, some of these women ain't no good. Not if you cheat behind another woman's back, but her man. She talking about she wrote Diddy. She wrote Diddy a letter back in a text, sent him a text back in 2019. And she talking about she had a nightmare. I was trapped in an elevator with R. Kelly. And you came to her. She even brought R. Kelly up. I'm gonna let y'all go after this, but look, y'all, Kelly, if R. Kelly locked up for racketeering, Diddy locked up for racketeering, don't you know Snoop Dogg and everybody else should be in this thing in racketeering? Ray J, all of them. All of them. Hold on instead, y'all. I'm looking at myself at a jury and juror. What I'm looking at myself is over there taking notes. The women's was sometime engaged in Puff Daddy situation. Sometimes they not only brainwashed, they was engaged. And I know y'all don't want to hear nobody say that, but look, you got to look at me being over there on the side over there in that jury box. Diddy don't protect a lot of these women from the situation that they was in. They felt secure, allegedly, by him. But we're gonna, and Kim, only reason why I don't think that Kim Porter passed away, I always wonder, y'all see, Diddy just 10 years younger than me. And I've been hanging with them, sticking with them for a long time. I've been sticking with them for a long time. And Kim ain't just passed away with no pneumonia. Some kind of way she ended up with pneumonia coming from something else. Kim was in good shape. And then all of a sudden she got pneumonia. Just probably because she want to get away. Probably because she want to get away. And what I listened to, Big CC said he caught pneumonia. But somebody tried to poison him. That's what they try to do to, hey y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. We got a long way to go with this trial. We got to understand, we got, what's the man name, who had a headache, and he had a headache, and he said that his friend, he trusted his friend to get him something for the headache. What is this man name? Y'all, I'm not good with names. I just so many names. I can't put everything in my head. What is the celebrity name? It'll come to my mind. Who took that medicine and then end up in the hospital? And they didn't know what happened to him. Somebody gave him a pill. See, dealing with Diddy and the people who he surround himself, you don't know how this stuff get into you. I can't think of the celebrity name who said that Diddy did something to him. Kim Porter ain't just went away like that. I believe Diddy. She just died back in 2018 for no pneumonia. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Tell me what you think it'll come in. Where are we going in this trial? Are we headed in a good direction? I think the prosecutor headed in a good direction. I just can't. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Like, share, and subscribe, okay? Tell me what y'all think. That Diddy something else, ain't it? All right, y'all. I'm out.